Hi, this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Well, one of the problems that all of us have, whether we're in America, no matter where we are in the world, is dealing with negativity. And it just seems that only a little negativity will affect you in spite of an absolute ton, a deluge of positive reinforcement. You'll remember the negative. And I'm reminded of that famous person, a person who is so famous that I can't remember his name, but apparently it's a true story. He was a writer, a playwright, and he's sitting in the audience on the first night of a new play, and it goes very, very well. And at the end of the play, the audience is giving a standing ovation for a wonderful play. And a man steps back and he's feeling very, very satisfied. And then he notices one man who is standing there and he's going, boo, boo, just booing and rubbish. And he went over to the man and he said to him, you didn't think much of that, did you? That play, you didn't think much of it. And the man says, no, I didn't. I thought it was rubbish. And I know that you're the playwright, you know. I thought that you were rubbish. And the playwright said to him, well, I agree with you, but what can the two of us do against all of these people? So that kind of, I like that story. And as you know, I'm a collector of great stories. So, okay, what do you want? This is the hunter. Yeah, I do get the word in edgeways eventually. She's on our way. Okay. All right, usually I get the tail mustache across. But anyway, one of the stories of negativity or another will reach you. And when you're looking at YouTube, it's quite possible that you have arrived and are looking at this may be the first video that you've ever seen of a foreigner in the Philippines. And how are you to know what is true? How are you to know what is right? Well, maybe we can just go into a few rules for trying to decide whether you're looking at a load of truth or a load of lies. So what we're looking at is my money laundering career in one, and PayPal, who certainly because of little glitches in their computer system are being warned against anything that seems unusual. Now, under unusual comes all kinds of things, like a friend of mine was saying if he went and made an inquiry in the middle of the month, which normally he never does, it shut his account down because it was unusual activity. If I go into my Facebook account, my Google account, Gmail, and I go into it from a different computer, straight away I get a message saying someone has tried to log into your account from a different computer. Is this okay? Unless we hear from you, we'll assume that it's okay. So computers are set up in order to find little differences, and that's what they do. Right, now, the people that go on the backs of those who judge, on those who do, they're the ones that you have to look at. Now, how did they earn their living? Let me tell you that in the last year, not to blow my own trumpet, actually I'm a trombone player, but not to blow my own trumpet, Beth and I have built a road, built a bridge. We have built something like 6 houses for people who desperately needed to be rehoused in safe, dry houses. We've helped people to put in a well. We've helped a diabetic boy to get back on track. We've helped a crippled girl to get her medication. We've raised something like 23 to 25,000 pesos for a church to continue building. They were just in like 4 walls and a roof and badly needed help. And we went there and we got help. And we've been able, by the kindness and the generosity of our subscribers, to be able to help people. Now, in just 3 months, we've done all of these houses, the wells. We are in the process now of building converting a workshop of mine into a small guest house, which will house visitors who want to come and just look at the life that they've been following for the last 3 months. Now, in the last 3 months, we have gone from nothing to over 4,000 subscribers. And those 4,000 subscribers have placed their trust in us to such an incredible degree that we have been able to help people. Now, how did we do this? Well, let me tell you, right from the start, Beth and I agreed, my wife Beth, we agreed that we would be totally transparent, because what's the main scam that is used by a scammer is non-transparency. So you're asking, well, where did the money go? And in a way, this is the suspicion that even people who donate to the Red Cross or huge organizations, which are not transparent in how they operate, and sometimes you can feel that you just don't know where your money went. Well, what do? We say, we're going to build a house. First house that we ever built was for Desiree. We want to build a house for Desiree. And we told her story. And her story was a particularly touching one. She was a young woman who had been struck down 4 or 5 years prior with a mystery illness that gradually was debilitating. She started to lose strength in her muscles and she could hardly walk. She was walking on a walking frame when we first went to meet her. We overcome all of the considerations there of religion and different ethics, and we built her a house. The people that donated to that knew that they were going to donate to the building of a house. And I guess really because it was the first project, they may have been keeping their fingers crossed. Well, it took about 7 or 8 days and we built a house. Now, what was left over? Whatever was left over was given in cash, plus a lot more that was donated to that girl, and we gave that into her hand. Complete transparency. And then we moved on and we helped the family of what we called the paralyzed man. Are we choosing these emotive titles? Yes, we are. Because it requires a title that will catch someone's attention. And then, when their attention is caught, if we can show that story in a poignant, heart-rending way, that's what we do. And that's how we get the help. Now, what did we raise? We raised enough to build a house for the family of the paralyzed man and to give her some money that was left over. How do you know that this is all true? Go and look at our videos. It's all there. Every day was a change, and every day was a video. So then after that we moved on to the Three Little Girls, which was a house that was barely 30 or 40 feet away from the paralyzed man. And this is how we've been going on. Now, what is our job? Let's look at it from a cynical point of view. What's in it for us? Well, I'll tell you what's in it for us. We are doing something which, and hold your breath on this because it might seem like a totally alien thing to do in this day and age. We're helping people who probably can't help themselves right now, and we're helping them. And we're doing that gladly. Now, at the same time, every story that we tell becomes a video. And every video that we make goes into our collection. Now, how hard do we work at that? Damned hard, I can tell you. We work at that every day. We look for stories, we tell the story, we put it in front of the people who are watching this video right now, you. And we try to tell it in a way which will motivate you to help. And if all that you want to do is pray for that family or that person or that project, then that's good too. Because as you may have seen in one of our recent videos, we believe in the power of prayer. Now, I'm not a religious in the organized sense of the way. I'm not a religious man. But I am spiritual. I believe in God, I believe in a creator, I believe in a power that is far greater than anything that mere man can produce. And I have no difficulty in translating my thoughts over into the language of my wife, who is a born-again Christian and a staunch supporter of the church that Pastor Timio, her brother, is the pastor of. So we don't have any problem on that. Now, how do you make money on YouTube? Well, it's like most other things. You make money by working hard. Now, the negatives, the trolls, the bottom feeders, will, perhaps put out, I don't know, 1 or 2 a week. Well, work out the maths, because you're probably better at maths than I am. We have produced to date, in about 3 months of dedicated work, something like 750. It might be a little bit less or a little bit more for all I know, but in excess of 700 videos. And they're not all about money. We try to reach a balance of entertainment, of fun, of how to get on better in life, and how to help our fellow man. And that's our mission, how to help our fellow man. Plus, because of the sheer number of videos that we have made, we've made a little money. And it probably is around $3,000 right now. Now, how do you know what people make on this way of making money on YouTube? How do you know what they really make? Well, there is a, whether you would call it an app or a site, but you can go to something called Social Blade. And all of these liars and cheats and to my money, parasites and bottom feeders are all there. And so am I. So are Beth and I. Our channel is there, and it tells you all that you need to know about us and about them. Social Blade. And we've gone on there and been very surprised to see what the truth is. And you can have a look. That's an independent body. And I guess their motive is that if they can get you to look at all of the various ways and stats that you can look at your channel on, they can then persuade you into accepting a service from them where they will guarantee to increase your membership, your subscriptions by, I don't know, something like 30%, I think was their claim. We haven't done that because we still believe that hard work is the way to do it. We just put out a ton of videos and we try to make them funny, we try to make them entertaining, we try to make them intelligent, we try to make them heartwarming, and we try to make them so that they will connect people together in a way which will lead to help. Now, judge for yourself what the known mission of others are. And you will find that there's good and bad, and it's all there for you to find out for yourself. And what you have to do is go on the same gut reaction when you look at the face that's on the screen in front of you and decide for yourself if this is someone that you can trust. But don't just go on that, because that's just a facial thing. It may be true or not. Don't just go on that. Listen to the words. Align the words with what is claimed. Is that person claiming a certain thing? Is he claiming, is she claiming to have done a certain thing? And then check it out. It's easy. You can go and look at a house that's been built. You can go and look at another house, and you can do that to date. You can do that 6 times. You can go and look at a church in Dubai. And how long did it take us to get all of this done with your help? Just 3 months. So, now you can make some kind of a sane judgment. Go and look at the rest. Listen to the talk. Watch what's being said. Look at the faces. Look at the results. Look at what their mission must be. What is their mission? And then you can decide whether you're going to grace their channel again, including ours. Now, this has been a foreigner in the Philippines. Thanks for looking in. Stay happy, stay sane. Bye for now.